Acceptance criteria automation. Acceptance criteria is where most PA projects fail silently. Stakeholders signs off on user stories. The dev team builds something. QA can't write tests because the criteria are vague, and stakeholder rejects at UAT. We are going to fix that today with a 4-category framework, the given, when, then format, and a Claude prompt that generates 10 high-quality AC per story. Why acceptance criteria matter? There are two outcomes. Without good AC, the developer shifts the wrong feature. QA can't write tests. Stakeholder rejects at UAT, and you spend weeks in what I meant dispute. With good acceptance criteria, the definition of done is crystal clear. QA writes tests directly from the AC. UAT becomes a checklist, not an argument, and disputes evaporate. Same story, different AC, widely different project outcome. Let's look into the format, which is given, when, then. This is a universal format for acceptance criteria. Given, the precondition or starting state. When, the action or trigger. Then, the expected outcome. Example, given a lead with annual revenue over 50 million and no assigned owner, when the lead is saved, then the system assigns the owner based on territory match and notifies the owner by email and logs the assignment in activity history. Notice the and clauses. They extend the then without breaking the format. Let's look into the categories every story needs. There are 4 categories: happy path, the normal expected behavior. Edge cases are boundaries, limits, threshold, gaps in the data model. Negative cases, what should not happen ever. And error handling, graceful failures when things go wrong. Here's the truth. Most PAs only write happy path AC. Top BAs write all 4 categories. That's the gap between the project that goes smoothly into UAT and the project that explodes in front of the steering committee. Let's master the acceptance criteria prompt. Now let's look into the prompt. This is for auto response enterprise lead. We ask Claude for AC in all 4 categories. 3 happy path, 3 edge cases, including the $50 million threshold, and multi-territory overlap, 2 negative cases like below threshold should not auto route, and 2 error handlers like territory data missing. Total around 10 acceptance criteria, numbered everyone testable by QA. That single prompt produces what would take you an hour to write manually, and it's better because Claude doesn't get bored of writing the edge cases like you do. Let's see this in action. So I've just pasted the master acceptance criteria prompt, and let's see what Claude comes up with. So now Claude is coming up with acceptance criteria for the first user story. This is creating the acceptance criteria. So this is the first one. Standard enterprise lead routes to correct territory rep, and then it is following the format given, when, then. Let's look into the other one. This is the second one, lead created via web to lead route identically to manually created lead. So let's stop it and let's move on to the presentation. This is an example of sample edge case where we say given a lead with annual revenue exactly equal to $50 million and matching territory rep, when the lead is saved, then the system assigns the lead to the matching rep, treating 50 million as the inclusive boundary and tags the lead as enterprise and does not route to the mid-market queue. Notice the boundary is explicit. The tag is explicit. The negative outcome is explicit. A developer reads this and there is a zero ambiguity about what to build. Now there are Salesforce-specific acceptance criteria patterns. There are 3 patterns that prevent 80% of post-launch surprises. Permissions and sharing. Given a user without read access on lead, then assignment runs, no notification is sent. Bulk operation, given 200 leads imported simultaneously, then all complete within 30 seconds without governor limit error. And mobile versus desktop, given a user on Salesforce mobile, then the notification is a push notification, not an email. And these pattern to your AC checklist, and you will catch issues before they ever reach production. Run a quality audit before locking your AC. The prompt asks Claude to evaluate every acceptance criteria on 5 criteria. Testable. Can QA write a test from this? Unambiguous. Is there only one interpretation? Specific. Concrete values, not vague terms. Atomic. One outcome per AC, not bundle. And complete. Are all 4 categories represented? Any AC failing 2 or more criteria gets flagged with a rewrite suggestion. Run this every time before sign off. It catches the AC drift that quietly killed projects. Let's see this in action. Let's copy this. Let's put it in Claude. Claude is going to work like an quality audit. It's going to do a quality audit on the first use case. It's running the audits right now. So it's generating that audit review. It's cross-checking whether a particular acceptance criteria, which is happy path, is testable, yes, unambiguous, yes, specific, it's warning. So it says annual revenue value is ambiguous because there could be a custom field. So we have to specify which particular field a developer has to cross-check. Let's stop this. Let's go back to presentation. This is a bonus move. For each AC, ask Claude to generate the corresponding QA test case. Test case should have test IDs, preconditions, step-by-step execution, expected result, manual versus automated, priority. QA loves you for this. Their work is half done before the sprint planning. And the alignment between AC and test cases is perfect because they came from the same prompt chain. We'll go deeper on this in module 5, but see it now and your test prep accelerates. Let's see this in action. I'm just going to copy and paste so that it generates the test cases from the user stories. So now it has started generating the test cases. So it is going to generate test cases for happy path, for edge cases, negative, for error handling. So this is how all the test cases are getting created. Let's stop it. Let's go back to presentation. Acceptance criteria versioning. Let's track them by using V1, V2, V3 numbering. Maintain a change log entry per AC3 V2. Threshold change from 40 million to 50 million per Marcus, 2024 March 22nd. Lock AC once development starts. Changes after the lock becomes new stories, not edits to the existing one. And requires stakeholder sign off before the lock. Skip any of this and you get AC drift, which is just scope creep wearing a disguise. Few mistakes that you should avoid. Only writing happy paths. Vague terms like fast, easy, many, they are untestable. Compound acceptance criteria with multiple outcomes bundled together. Implementation details masquerading as AC. Use a custom Apex trigger is not an AC. Untestable AC, skipping the quality audit, and not pre-generating test cases for QA. Avoid all 7 and your AC will be the cleanest on your project. Now let's look at the action item. Save the master AC prompt, quality audit prompt, and the test case pre-generation prompt to your library. Generate 10 acceptance criteria for story LL001. Run the quality audit on your AC. Add pre-generate test case for QA. Once you are done this, your AC quality is permanently better and your QA team will start asking who is writing your user stories.